Loneliness can often feel like a heavy burden, a weight that drags us down, especially in a world that's always connected, but sometimes feels more disconnected than ever. But what if I told you that solitude, when approached mindfully, can be a source of deep peace and self-discovery? Once, a young monk felt overwhelmed by loneliness. He lived in the forest, far from the comforts of companionship, and during his meditations, feelings of isolation weighed heavily on him. The silence seemed unbearable, and he began to doubt his path. One day, the monk approached the Buddha and asked, "Master, how can I deal with this painful loneliness?" The Buddha replied, "The forest is your greatest teacher. In solitude, you can confront the mind's distractions and listen to the quiet truths of your heart. You will discover that loneliness is not an enemy, but a door to inner peace." The young monk returned to the forest, but with a new perspective. Rather than fearing his loneliness, he decided to embrace it as a teacher. At first, his mind was restless, filled with thoughts of his past life and the people he missed. But instead of resisting, the monk began to observe his feelings, allowing them to rise and fall like waves in the ocean. He realized that his suffering came from his attachment to the idea that he needed others to the way things should be. As he sat in silence, he began to let go of these thoughts. He allowed the forest to teach him, tuning into the quiet rhythm of nature. He noticed the intricate patterns of the bark, the feeling of the earth beneath him, the way sunlight filtered through the trees. In solitude, he found a deeper connection to the world around him. Over time, the monk let go of his attachments. He no longer craved the company of others to feel complete. He didn't seek external validation or comfort. In their place, he discovered a quiet joy, contentment in simply being. The pain of loneliness had dissolved, and what remained was a profound sense of peace. He had transformed loneliness into solitude, understanding that it was never truly his enemy. Solitude, the Buddha had taught him, was the space where he could connect with his deeper self and the wisdom of the present moment. So, how can we apply the same wisdom in our lives today? Here are a few simple practices you can use to embrace solitude and transform feelings of loneliness. Mindful meditation. Sit quietly with your thoughts. Instead of resisting feelings of loneliness, observe them without judgment. You'll find that they too pass like clouds in the sky. Reflect in nature. Take a mindful walk. Nature can remind us of the beauty and stillness and help us reconnect with something greater than ourselves. Journaling. Write down your thoughts. Sometimes, processing emotions on paper brings clarity and peace. Remember, solitude isn't about being alone. It's about learning to be at peace with yourself. When we stop resisting it, we can open ourselves to a deeper sense of calm and clarity. Let the stillness guide you inward, where true peace resides. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe for more mindfulness tips and Buddhist teachings. May your journey be peaceful.